Ya Ali Madad. Today we're going to study an important verse from the Holy Quran. Let's open Surah Yasin 36 verse 12.
3612 we believe, every step our books receive. Imam guides both day and night, helping souls to find their way. 3612 we believe, every step our books receive. Imam guides both day and night, helping souls to find their way.
The verse is as follows. Surah Yasin verse 12. Quote, Lo, we it is who bring the dead to life. We record that which they sent before them and their traces, and all things in the form of spirit and knowledge we have encompassed in the manifest Imam Mubin. End quote. Main ideas of the verse. For example, bringing the dead to life, the deeds, the traces, and the manifest Imam. Before we begin to understand what Nagmah-yi explains about this verse, let's try to build our understanding using examples from the nature. Dear children, have you ever noticed how in nature things grow, change, and sometimes even die? But in nature, that is not the end. It is part of a big, beautiful cycle called the cycle of life. When something dies, it helps something new to grow. That's how nature stays balanced, and all living things can survive and stay healthy. Example, the falling of leaf. Let's look at a leaf on a tree. One day, the leaf turns yellow and falls to the ground. It may look like it's the end for that little leaf, but really the leaf breaks down into the soil and turns into nutrients. These nutrients help new plants and trees grow. Tiny insects and worms also use the leaves for food and a cozy home. So the fallen leaf gives new life. It's like a gift on the earth. This is how life and death work together in nature. Everything has a purpose even after it ends, because it helps something new begin. Isn't nature amazing? Now, think about how this principle applies to our spiritual and intellectual lives. For example, sleep and wakefulness. Our sleep is like a form of death, and waking up is like coming back to life again. Cell regeneration. Every 40 days, our blood cells break down and new ones are created. Day and night. Our day begins with a sunrise and ends with night, and then the day rises again. And we experience the cycle of day and night every day all around the year. Just as life and death in nature work together to bring about new growth, so do these cycles in our lives. Every part of the cycle has meaning and purpose. Explanation by Nagmah-yi. He explains that when a seeker of truth attains the recognition of the Imam of the time, they are revived from the death of ignorance into the life of knowledge and wisdom. This revival allows them to enjoy the bounties of this world and the next. In the verse, God first mentions bringing the dead to life, then the deeds they send to the next world, and the traces they leave in this world. This can all be observed through the recognition of the manifest Imam. Understanding the term Imam Mubin. Let's now focus on the term Imam-i-Mubin mentioned in this verse. The word Mubin has two meanings, manifest and speaking. 1. Manifest Imam. The Imam who is manifest in the world can be seen with our physical senses. Today, when you search for the Imam of the time from the progeny of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam and the descendant of Hazrat Ali alayhi salam, you will find none other than Maulana Hazir Imam salawatullahi alayhi. He is the manifest Imam. 2. Speaking Imam. The Imam is also the speaking Imam, as we learned in a previous lesson about the book of Musa alayhi salam as Imam. The Imam is the speaking Qur'an who carries the spirit of the Qur'an as it was revealed to the Prophet's heart. This is in contrast to the written Qur'an, which is on paper and ink. Thus, Imam-i-Mubin means the Imam who is both manifest and speaking, the ever-living, ever-present Imam whose holy light in the form of the universal intellect and universal soul encompasses both the worlds. Conclusion. To conclude, all the goodness and mercies of God have been encompassed in the manifest Imam, who is the only gate to God's presence. The Imam is the living guide whose recognition leads to spiritual life and wisdom, guiding us in both this world and the next. Next lesson. In our next lesson, we will study another important verse from the Quran, Surah 46, verse 12. Surah 46, verse 12 says, quote, "And before it there was the book of Musa, a guide, Imam, and the mercy for the people, and this is a book confirming it in the Arabic language, that it may warn those who do wrong and bring good tidings to the doers of good." End quote. We will discuss how the Quran and the Imam serve as guides and mercy for humanity. I look forward to studying this verse with you in our next lesson. Thank you for your attention today. May we continue to seek the recognition of the manifest Imam and be blessed with his guidance. Ya Ali Madad.